Evening, I'm Erin Burnett, and out front tonight we begin with that breaking news. Trump's trade war tanking markets tonight. The Dow down almost 700 points. That brings the two-day loss for the Dow to 1,200 points. Markets now lower than when Trump was sworn in. And all of this as the president is about to head to the Capitol to speak to his biggest audience since taking office, obviously the joint session, but also around the world. Trump expected to talk about a lot of things, including his war against America's trading partners, Canada and Mexico, also on that list, the tariffs on China that has caused panic around the world and at home and in those markets. And at the White House, we're told they've been fielding calls all day long from angry Republicans, many of them from agricultural states, who are worried about Trump's social media posts that they should, quote, have fun with the tariffs. And then there's the counterstrikes in this war. China tonight putting a 15% tariff on a number of American farm products. A number of Canadian provinces are now banning U.S. products altogether, including American alcohol. Ontario came out and ripped up a $100 million contract with Starlink. Of course, that's Elon Musk's Starlink. And Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is not holding back.
He has said repeatedly that what he wants is to see a total collapse of the Canadian economy, because that'll make it easier to annex us. First of all, that's never going to happen. We will never be the 51st state.
I mean, I can't believe we're living in a world where we're actually talking about that seriously, as he was, because Trump keeps bringing it up. The backlash has been fast and furious to the tariffs, so much so that suddenly the White House is signaling all of a sudden, right? No way, we're not going to stop. We're doing it. And then here they are. They come in, and then less than 24 hours later, we hear this on Fox News.
It's not going to be a pause, none of that pause stuff. But I think he's going to figure out, you do more, and I'll meet you in the middle some way. And we're going to probably be announcing that tomorrow.
What? I mean, is this a weird situation to be in, where it is possible that the only thing worse than starting a full-on trade war is backing off so fast that nobody thinks your word means anything at all? It also...
Retail giants Target and Best Buy sounding the alarm on tariffs, warning of potential price hikes for consumers. Meanwhile, the auto industry is on edge, bracing for the impact of new trade policies. Jeff Flock joins us from a dealership in Pennsylvania. Hey, Jeff, good to see you. How will car prices be affected by these new tariffs?
I don't think they're coming down, Lydia, as a result of the tariffs. That's one thing for sure. Take this Ram. This is a heavy-duty Ram truck built in Mexico. $91,000 is what the sticker is right now. Put the tariff on there, $120,000. Can you sell it, David Keller?
No, that Ram will not sell for that amount. Yeah.
You're worried.
Yeah, I'm very concerned because...
Why?
It's not every car we sell. You know, it's Ram, Compass.
I was going to say, we can put up some of the vehicles that are made now in Mexico or Canada. They include your Compass. They include the Chevy Blazer, the Mustang Mach-E.
Yeah, but you have to understand, for a dealer, so I'm concerned about the dealers, because every piece of volume we lose, it creates a depth. We run on small margins, and the profit margin is small. So we lose a car to the tariffs, and it really is going to impact our dealerships. And the dealerships are the guys in the community, the guys that are working. Yeah. We impact our dealers in that fashion. It's a bad thing.
Barclays just put out, Lydia, a note to investors. And I think it says, I quote it in some way, without any adjustment on the part of the manufacturers, Barclays estimates that it could wipe out all of the profits from the big three automakers.
Yeah, well, that's not good either, right? I mean, because when they wipe out the profits, they're going to the research and development will dwindle.
When they come in, the tariffs are paid by the person who imported them, which in this case is the company, right?
Yeah, that's right. So the company's going to pay them, and that has to get passed on to somebody, right? I mean, so they can eat some of it, but once they eat some of it, their profits are going to dwindle. We're going to have a higher price car. Our profits are going to dwindle. And, this
you
can't
just
be good
got
on
told, that's the final point, you just got told by one of the executives at Stellantis that if the vehicles are out the door of the factory now, they are tariff-free.
By midnight last night, they are tariff-free.
So theoretically, you are going to have a couple of weeks of supply here. We got a little bit of room.
Yeah, a couple of weeks of supply, but that's not enough. We can't withstand that.
Okay. Well, you heard it right from the horse's mouth there, David Kelleher's mouth. David Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram here in the Philadelphia suburbs. Guys, back to you.
Jeff Flock, thank you very much for that live report.
Thanks, Lydia.
Trudeau making a personal and direct appeal to President Trump. Here's a big chunk of what he said today.
We stepped up. We engaged closely and constructively with the president and his administration. We did everything we promised. We stuck to our word. And we did it because we believe in working together to protect our citizens. Now I want to speak directly to one specific American, Donald. In the over 8 years you and I have worked together, we've done big things. We signed a historic deal that has created record jobs and growth in both of our countries. We've done big things together on the world stage, as Canada and the US have done together for decades, for generations. And now we should be working together to ensure even greater prosperity for North Americans in a very uncertain and challenging world. Now, it's not in my habit to agree with the Wall Street Journal, but Donald, they point out that even though you're a very smart guy, this is a very dumb thing to do.
Really interesting that he said that. Joining us now, NBC News senior business correspondent Christine Romans and national affairs correspondent for The Nation, John Nichols. I was surprised that he went so directly and so personally at Donald Trump.
Well, I'll tell